So what I mean when I say that BLM killed Iryna Zaruska is that BLM, the movement and the organization, in conjunction with the funding they secured, supported and endorsed policies and then ultimately implemented them that resulted in this person, DeCarlos Brown, not being in jail when he had 14 priors, most of them violent, and allowed him to kill Iryna Zaruska.
You think that's BLM's fault?
Yes,
and not
because
our justice system's fault?
No, BLM endorsed policies that changed our justice system with things like the North Carolina Racial Equity Task Force, their risk assessment tool that's used here in Mecklenburg County, which evaluates people and then decides if they're going to be released without bail reform here in Charlotte, and the Justice Challenge, which has the stated goal of reducing the jail population. How do you reduce the jail population? By letting people out of jail. If you look at bail reform in other places like New York City, for example, 50% of all violent felons were released pre-trial in New York City in 2021.
So what do you think is the root issue? Because in my opinion, I do agree that there is an issue with recidivism in our prisons here in US. I believe that the root issue is the way that prisoners are treated in prisons, and if we actually made prisons more rehabilitation focused rather than re-traumatizing prisoners, causing them to come out and then continue a cycle of abusing people. Because yeah, if you're put in a fucking prison, like, it's not, the way that it's set up is actually not going to help you come out better.
I totally disagree with you.
Less likely to commit a crime.
Because this person committed 14 mostly violent offenses and was routinely released pre-trial. He only served 5 years in prison. He was released early on parole after having been released multiple times for violent offenses. He was released early, okay, and then he went on to kill this young lady because he wasn't in jail for his most recent crimes.